Energy of photons of continuous X-ray in Cooley's tube comes from kinetic energy of the striking electron, kinetic energy of the free electrons of the target, kinetic energy of the ions of the target, and atomic transition in the target. So first of all, let us understand the mechanism of the X-ray. As the electron enters into the target material, what happens? It loses its kinetic energy and comes to rest inside the target. Before being finally stopped, electrons suffer several collisions with the atoms of the target, and at each collision, the two processes, one of the following two processes may occur. The first is that in collision, the kinetic energy of electrons is reduced and part gets converted into photon and remaining goes into heat in heating the target material. And the second process which occurs is that these high energy electrons may knock out the electron of target material from its one orbit. Means the electron is basically knocked out. Electron is basically knocked out by this high speed electron when it strikes. So the first process gives rise to continuous X-rays. The first process gives rise to continuous X-rays, and the second process gives rise to characteristic X-rays, because the question may be asked on this thing also, the characteristic X-ray. It is the continuous X-ray. Why it is the continuous X-ray? Because as we know that when the electron is accelerated by a potential difference of V, then it has got energy E into V. So during the collision, what happens? It may lose the entire energy or it may not lose energy at all. So the energy of the photon emitted in this process can vary from 0 to the energy of this particular electron. That is why this is a continuous X-ray spectrum, because the energy of the photon may lie anywhere between 0 and EV. V is the potential difference with which the electrons are accelerated before striking the target material, and E is the electronic charge. So on this basis, as you know that energy is given by h nu, which is basically Sc by lambda. So EV is equal to Sc by lambda. So in this way we'll get the minimum value of the lambda, which is known as the cutoff voltage, because this is the maximum possible energy of the photon. So corresponding to this, there is a minimum possible wavelength, which is known as the cutoff wavelength of X-ray. Okay, if you have read about the X-ray, then you must be aware of these terms, the cutoff wavelength. Anyway, here you can understand that continuous X-ray, the energy of the photon in the continuous X-ray comes from where? The kinetic energy of the striking electron. So option A will be the correct option, because it is the striking electron which loses the energy, and it may lose its entire energy, which is EV, or it may not lose energy at all. So the wavelength may lie anywhere between lambda c, which is corresponding to the maximum energy, and up to the infinity. This is the continuous X-ray. Okay, and so here option A has to be the correct option, because continuous X-ray energy comes from kinetic energy of the striking electron. And second part basically is asked in the next question.